Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a cool team you can use for this A Dragon's Secret World event. Medal for this is the Crystal Medal, 160% skull and spell damage for all troops in the current event when it's fully upgraded. Pretty cool. First things first, you want to go to the shop, make sure you grab the rewards, and the reason is this is a guild based event and some of your guild members may have started this before you and as such would have picked up some of these tokens already, and you may be able to evolve it absolutely straight away. Pretty cool, like that. Thank you very much. Right, before we get to the team, let's just go over how this world event works. There are 6 battles you can encounter during this event: Wardrock, Solzara, Eye of Arges, Volthronax, Matron Dragatani, and the World Breaker. This event has 3 phases. Phase 1, the first 3 battles are the only available battles to play and have an equal chance of appearing. You will need to win 15 battles here to progress to the next phase. Phase 2, the first 5 battles are the only available battles to play and also have an equal chance of appearing. You will need to win a further 15 battles here to progress to the third and final stage, where all 6 battles are now available with an equal chance of appearing, and this phase continues until the end of the event. You're going to collect idols here and crystals. Just going to simplify the scoring system to show how many points we get for each battle. Right, so let's take a quick look at the team then. Chalcedony, Dragonstone Guardian, the new legendary troop available from event chests right now, but I will show a option for that if you don't have any keys spare. Obsidian, Libram, and Zernabog. Really cool troop. This does damage to all enemies and creates a mix of 5 good and bad gargoyle gems. But I really love this third trait: give reflect to a random ally when matching brown gems, which we'll be doing an awful lot, remember, in this team. And reflect fires back 50% of the incoming damage back to the caster, which is absolutely superb and a lot of fun when the enemy dies from trying to attack you. Always makes me chuckle for some reason. But because we're creating those gargoyle gems with this troop, it's really important to have a couple of explodey troops in the team. No point creating them if you don't have a way of getting rid of them and using them to your benefit. Obsidian Libram explodes magic +1 gems, then summons a Obsidian Depths troop. Really cool. And Zernabog not only creates 10 brown gems, it then explodes magic +1 gems. But one of the main things about this is it conjures a dust storm when its turn begins. A dust storm is brown, so we're going to just be getting brown for fun with this team, and it's going to have good loot potential at the same time. If you do not have a Dragonstone Guardian in your team, or you can't afford the keys, or you got unlucky when opening those chests, you can pop in a Obsidy Access to a very good effect. Damage to all enemies boosted by gargoyle gems and stone blocks, and there's a 30% chance to create an evil gargoyle gem when my turn begins. And if you don't have a Zernabog, pop in a second Charlestony or a second Obsidy Access. Right, if you don't have Obsidian Libram, then just pick whatever one you've got from this rather limited choice. So there's not a huge amount to pick from, so just pick whichever one you think is going to do a decent job. Right, let's dive into a couple of battles then. Forgot to go to the shop and buy myself a tier 1. If you're going to go a long way in this, it is worth buying that mega tier at the beginning, the tiers 1 to 6, because you do get a bonus Orb of Chaos at the same time. But if you're only going to do like the typical few sort of tiers sort of thing, then just buy them individually. I'm just going to buy the first one like that. You have to be careful of this bit. Skip by all, you say okay at first, and then you confirm just to buy the single one on its own. The banner for this: +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 green banner. And Geomancer class, absolutely superb for this. 50% start on all our troops, and Serendipity is good. I'll usually go for Impact, but that's only when the hero's at the top. You can go for stuff like Anti-Magic Sphere, Tactician, Rock Solid, Constant Barrier with this team. Stone Mastery is good. I do like Tree of Knowledge, but we're not collecting green for this team at any point, so I prefer Stone Mastery. And Fortitude. Right, let's have a scrap or 3. Always say yes to equipping the medal. What we got set up here? I'll do that and pop it in the middle. Right, let's get it on. With one eye, small head. That's what his mates call him anyway. Right, take out an enemy with Charleston charge up our Dragonstone Guardian and win. Right, I've jumped forward a little bit because the early levels are super straightforward. Let's show how this team works on the later levels. Although this is a low level Matron Dragatani to start with, but hey ho, it is what it is. We'll just bosh them out of it. Let's get some stuff for Charleston, but our damage to all troop is ready, and that is that done. Sol Zara level 58 is available. We'll take that. But the way this team works is it'll vary upon your magic level, but a quicker way to do it, because a lot of people would just continuously cast Charleston on each troop. Looks like we're going to actually kill them anyway because we've got the badge upgraded. But yeah, you can just do the damage to all instead. But what I was going to say was, if you're not wiping out the enemy with a single shot of Charleston, rather than cast Charleston twice on each troop, or 3 times maybe, and then going through each troop one at a time, you can be better off casting Charleston once on each troop once, looping, just doing one cast on each troop, softening them up, and then casting your damage to all troop once, and then finishing them off that way. Should be able to show that on this level against Eye of Argies. Let's see if it works out in a way that can show what I mean. Want to get our Charleston up right away. So right now we've got the boost. Let's take that down to 100. You can cast Charleston again, but that's 2 casts of each. If you cast Charleston on the troop underneath it, you're going to normally loop while doing Mahusive damage. With the medal upgraded, which it is now, it's really a piece of cake, and then we get this damage boost from the damage to all troops and wipe everybody out in a single cast. Much quicker than just keep on going with Charleston until they're dead. Just soften them up with Charleston and finish them off with the damage to all troop. Of course, the other way to go about this as well is to get rid of Zernabog and have another troop like Obsidy Access, or a second Dragonstone Guardian, or 2 Obsidy Access, whatever you prefer. I just like the consistency of the Brown Storm with Obsidy Access, not Obsidy Access with Zernabog. I really like the way it just generates that constant Brown Storm. Gives Charleston a much better chance of looping as well. It's reliable anyway, it's just not hyper reliable. It can go wrong, it doesn't loop forever. But with the constant Brown Storm, it really does last a lot longer. Super effective. Right, so let's just do one more battle, then we'll call the video a day. Yes, video. You and you, aye, are a day. Charleston is up already. Don't collect things like this. Much better to leave Brown there behind for Charleston. The more Brown on the screen when you cast her, the more chance she has of looping, basically. Don't know if this is going to finish him off in one cast with my damage to all. Oh, not quite. He survived by the skin of his eyeballs. He survived, but well, let's just finish off with the weapon. Go off in a blaze of glory. Take out those gargoyle gems at the same time. Right, well, here's the team. It's a fun team to use, pretty quick at the same time, and very safe. It just all happens so quickly. There it is. There's the video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.